Welcome back to Watch It Played. My name is Rodney Smith. This is...
Andrea.
Andrea, I need an Andrea-filled, error-free episode.
So I've heard.
Yeah, there was a couple of mistakes in the last episode. A couple of them, not a big deal. A couple of them are kind of a big deal. I'm starting to think that this series has been designed to crush my spirit. Okay? Because I thought I'd made out pretty good last episode. Turns out, not quite as good as I thought. But first, sometimes I will grab the pieces on the board and I'll wave them around while I'm talking. And that's probably not a good idea because sometimes I then put them back in the wrong place. So that happened, and Rex actually should be over here, which means the whelp would be on this side when he came to attack the Royal Paladin. So it doesn't affect our gameplay at all. Nothing like that was changed. But it does affect the position of the monsters on the board. So that's fixed. Great. The other issue is a bigger one. I forgot that Rex had the fragile status effect on him. That means anytime he rolls armor, I have to discard the highest value rolled. Well, I did some amazing rolls last episode. Don't look so shocked.
Pigs must be flying.
Oh my goodness. So I did some great rolls, as you saw. Unfortunately, I was supposed to discard the highest value rolled.
And you didn't.
And I didn't. So that actually means that Luke hit every single time he attacked Rex. So I have to put 2 more wounds on Rex. Rex is not dead, but he's definitely close to it. He's got 1 wound he can take before he's gone. All right, that makes me sad. Let's listen to the intro song, cheer ourselves up a little bit, and get back to it.
So before I start any of my actions, I'm going to use my Coal ability to roll a blue dice and get a potion, possibly.
I hope not.
2 potions, actually.
That is unreal.
So now that I have 3 potions, it enables me to use the Sugar Rush ability, which gives me 2 more actions. And that's awesome because now I have 5 actions to use to attack. And it also increases my chances of getting a potion that the Royal Paladin can receive and cure some of the status effects and wounds that he has.
So, it's awesome for the heroes.
Yes. Just like everything else in this game.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I'm going to start by attacking the hatchling, which has 0 armor, and I have 2 blue and 1 red. 1, so it hits.
And that's all you needed. And killing this hatchling, Andrea, you've removed the last monster on here, besides Rex and Starfire, that I can actually activate. And of course, that's going to move the Ludometer up 1 space. And I forgot to mention this as well, but when those 2 extra hits went on Rex from the last video that we forgot to record, that would have moved the Ludometer 2 spaces as well. So you guys actually, I'll move it a total of 3 spaces here. It means you crossed a loot card, you're going to get one of those.
Awesome. Now let's see what the heroes get. Elven Boots. +1 to Dexterity, a blue dice.
Yes.
And it's immune to slow.
Okay, great. I don't mind that.
We're going to discard it and take the fire off Paladin.
Yeah, who needs Elven Boots anyway? You're taking the fire. Oh, you're not taking a wound off of him?
Nope.
Oh, living on the edge. I like it. All right, let's get back to the table. Let's see what you're doing next.
So now I'm going to move closer to Rex and then attack.
Okay. Let's see. Hopefully some low stars. 4. I can't beat that.
You can?
No, because look, you take your dice out. Even if I roll 2 3s, I'm going to have to discard my highest value.
Yeah.
So you hit and you rolled a heart, didn't you?
Yes.
Oh my
Now
goodness.
here's the thing though.
Yeah? What's the thing?
I had the luck ability, which means I can change it into a potion instead.
Oh.
So I'm going to change it into a potion.
Okay.
Which then the Royal Paladin's going to drink and remove his cold status effect and 2 wounds.
So everyone is fully healed.
Yes.
Charged up. You've still got how many actions left? 4?
Only 3.
Still feels like too many. An insult to injury here. That wound is going to remove Rex from play. Did Rex even do anything?
Not really.
No. So he got
in the way.
He got in the way. He's been removed. The Ludometer goes up 1, giving you another loot card. And when you kill a mini boss, you also get a relic.
Awesome. So now it's time to get some goodies.
Good.
For the heroes.
No, not so good.
Caltrop Dagger, +1 blue roll to Dex, and immobile. Not immune, but whenever it hits something, it becomes immobile.
Oh, well, that could be useful.
We're going to give it to the Deeper Druid.
You're not trading it in for...
No.
What do you need to trade in for?
And he can't hold it even though it's another yellow card because he has the
Gem of Greed. Right, he holds a 2 of every colored item.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your loot card, and you also have to collect a treasure card.
Petrified Dragonheart.
This is horrible.
It has to go to Andy and Cole anyway.
Why's that?
Because everyone else has red cards to shop.
Okay, yeah.
And I want to give it to her. And it gives me 2 extra hearts and also the healer ability. Okay,
that is disgusting. That's disgusting because...
Beautiful.
With your... Was it luck? With your luck ability, you can turn hearts into potions. So if you land a hit, you get
a heart, and I roll a heart.
Oh, no, wait, it's different. A heart heals up to 2 wounds, I think, right? You don't actually get 2 hearts.
No, I get to gain 2 hearts.
Oh my god.
And then I can change them into 2 potions, and then hopefully get another one, and then sugar rush!
That's crazy. You're just going to be bouncing all over this place, high on sugar, killing everything.
Energy drinks.
All right.
Let's get right back to Andy and Cola attacking.
Okay.
So I'm going to move once, and I'm going to attack this whelp.
Yeah, the whelp has a defense automatic 1 star. And that's it.
And I beat it.
You did, and that kills it. So the Ludometer is going to go up 1, and thankfully you didn't roll any hearts. Are you going to attack anything again?
I'm going to hit this Knucklehead.
Oh, the Knucklehead has an automatic star of 1 as well. Ah, good, a miss.
And I'm going to go after the Knucklehead for my last action.
All right.
Yes.
And that's it. Again, though, thankfully, no hearts. So the Ludometer advances again. I'll move that 1 more space, and it looks like... Yes, that one's dead.
Now, Andy and Cola is not chicken. Let me just put that out there. But we will be moving 3 spaces just out of the way because, you know, dragon's coming, so...
That's probably a good idea. So activating Starfire, I'm going to move first, of course, and I can move up to 6 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And his attack, his spray attack, can go a total distance of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm not in range of any heroes here. I'm going to have to spend the next part of his activation to trade in his action points and move again.
I have just a quick question.
Sure.
Is Starfire immune to fire?
Yes, he is.
Okay, because he just stepped in some lava.
Yes, he's immune.
Just making sure.
That's right. So my next 6 movement is going to put me here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to just turn around here. So that was my first activation, all used up. So now I'm going to activate him again. Because remember, as long as there's at least 1 spawning point remaining, I get to activate Starfire twice. So I'm going to move him over 1 more space. So now he is perfectly centered.
And eating.
And eating. He's gnawing on the Deep Root Druid's ear. And I'm going to start by doing his Tail Sweep attack. Now this is a Sweep 2 knockdown. And what that means, a sweep means when you have a monster that's this size, he takes up 4 squares, he gets to attack 4 squares directly in front of him, centered on his base. And because it's Sweep 2, it also goes to a depth of 2. Of course, there's no targets back there to hit, except his own guys. You don't hit your own guys in an area effect, you only hit enemies. So, we're going to be attacking the Deep Root Druid and
the Paladin.
So I'm going to roll I have an automatic star plus a green and 2 red. So I got 2, 3, 4, 5 stars in total. Andrea, you can roll for... Which one are you rolling first?
Roll a Paladin.
All right. You got to get at least 5. Oh,
One's cocked.
Go ahead and re-roll that one. Go ahead and roll. There we are. So that wasn't enough. So the Royal Paladin has been hit. We're going to give him a wound, and we're going to give him the knockdown status effect. And just in case you've forgotten, knockdown means that the hero cannot take any actions until they spend at least 1 action to stand up and remove the knockdown effect.
And now I get to roll my defense for the Royal Paladin.
No, you've already rolled the Royal Paladin.
Sorry, Deeper Druid.
Okay. See, I'm not the only one who makes mistakes.
That was a really small one.
That was. It wasn't enough. Only 3 stars there. So that is also going to be another hit. All those same effects are now going to go on the Deep-Root Druid. Oddly enough, Starfire does not have the fire ability. So he doesn't automatically give people fire.
Unless he's using Dragon Breath.
Which I think would be a good idea to use right now. So this Dragon Breath has Spray 5 Fire. And what that means is it will target first the first 2 squares in front of Starfire, and then spread out in a V formation as it gets farther and farther away from Starfire. So it's definitely going to potentially hit, the Paladin and the Druid. I'm going to get the same dice to roll again, so I'll do that now. And let's see what I get. 2 potions, which is useless to me, but 3 stars. So Andrew, who do you want to roll for in defense first?
Royal Paladin.
All right, you need to get at least 3 stars. Oh, actually, you need to get at least 4 stars because I automatically have 1 star.
Oh.
So, sorry, but that's not going to be enough. So that's going to be another wound, and this attack does have the fire effect.
And now I'm going to roll the defense for the Druid.
All right, you need 4. That's not 4. Yes. Okay, so that means another wound and fire goes on the Deep-Root Druid. So those special attacks used up all of my actions. I can't see any particular benefit to moving at this point. So I'm just going to leave him here. I'll turn him around just to show that he's activated. And that's going to end the round, meaning we can now roll for initiative and see who's going to be going first in the next round. So for rolling our highest will, you're rolling 2 red for Andy and Cola. I'm rolling 2 red for Starfire. You go ahead, Andrew, and roll first. Let's see what I've got to beat.
3.
3 stars. All right, take those out of there. Let's see if I can beat 3 stars. 4 stars. That means I'm going to be activating first. Okay, so I am back in this. I'm excited. I'm going to reset the Ludometer before we get started on this new round. And now I'm going to activate Starfire again as my first attack.
Wonderful.
So this episode's going a little longer than the last couple have. I'm okay with that. I hope you're okay with that. Let's find out what happens. So Starfire is spinning back around to show that he's activating. And this time I'm not going to do any of my special attacks because I want to maximize how many attacks I can do. So I'm just going to do my regular attack, which is 2 red, 1 green, and it has an automatic star. I'm going to roll that up now. And oh yes, I am attacking the Deep-Root Druid. That is 5 stars. Now, Andrea, you go ahead and roll your defense. That's not enough. So that means I get to do another wound to the Deep-Root Druid. So I'm going to attack him again. Oh, only 3 stars that time. Go ahead. But only 1 star for you. So that's another wound on the Deep-Root Druid. 1 wound to go. Sorry, internet players, this may be the end of the Deep-Root Druid. 6 stars in total. Andrea, I think that's going to be pretty hard to beat. Go ahead.
I wish we could get Luke down here to roll.
Pressure!
I'm
not even sure Luke could save you now. No, I'm afraid that's only 1 star. The Deep-Root Druid has been destroyed. And I still have 1 action left. Okay, see you later, buddy. Thanks for playing.
Wait, I think this guy goes over here.
Oh, yes, there I am. See, I'm trying to move monsters around again. I'm going to get myself in trouble. And then for my final action, let me just, my guy's here, he's really anxious to attack. I'm going to attack the Royal Paladin. So I'm going to roll up my dice. Oh, man. Okay, Andrew, that is a total of 7. I don't think it's possible to beat that. Yeah. So that is another wound on the Royal Paladin.
Well, the table's kind of turned, and now we only have 2 heroes left. But hopefully me and Luke can get some revenge.
Yeah, things really did turn around. I mean, it just shows you how powerful it is, and you have that extra ability to use the boss twice.
Yeah.
That's pretty significant advantage, I gotta say. So, I mean, most of my minions are gone. I have got quite a bit of damage on the healer. Now, both of your guys have healer.
Yes.
So there is a chance that you'll be able to heal up some wounds and stay in this for a couple more rounds. We're going to find out. Now, unfortunately, I've knocked you guys out of the game. Normally, you guys would control the Deep-Root Druid. So feel free to sound off on what you think the kids should do. Of course, they'll do their own thing, but if you have some good advice for them, why not share it?
Yes.
In the meantime, I'm going to, feel a little bit good about how things turned out. You know what the only thing that's going to stink?
What?
Is if I find out I made some kind of bizarro mistake that's going to undo everything I just did.
Hilarious.
That would be very distressing.
That'd be awesome.
So hopefully that didn't happen. We'll find out in the next episode. Until then, thanks for watching.